Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about basic PvP tips and strategy in Deckstorm Duel of Guardians. I'm no PvP pro, but I've played enough matches to know a few things that may help some people out. Let's start from the very basics. So there are 4 elements of cards: water, earth, fire, and neutral. Water is strong against fire, fire is strong against earth, and earth is strong against water. Then there are neutral cards, the gray ones, which don't have any strengths or weaknesses. Each card has a specific speed value attached to it that you can boost with runes and implants. When you start a battle, you randomly get 5 cards, and it adds up the combined speed values of your cards and your opponent's cards, and the highest value gets to attack first. Now, what this means, I've heard people saying that they thought they got to attack first, but then the enemy attacked and they lost. So what happened? Well, normally you get to attack first if you have the highest combined card speed value. The game flips this order on each card in order to make things not completely depend on who has the higher speed. It only gives you a slight advantage. So if you have the highest speed in your hand, what this means is that your first card will get to attack first, your second card, the opponent will get to attack first, and the third card, you get to attack first. If your opponent had the higher speed, it would be the opposite. So the loser in the speed battle still gets to attack first on the middle card lane in order to keep it from being an overwhelming advantage. The other thing that can happen are spells. I'm pretty sure all of the god protection spells I have and the spell Uberon has all say the word Blitz next to them. What this seems to mean is that even if the opponent gets to attack first, if you play a card with a Blitz spell activated, then you will get the spell activated before they get to attack. This is literally another reason why the god spells have been super overpowered at times. Since these spells do damage to opponents' cards as well, although not a lot, it's entirely possible that someone who thought they would attack first and win had a Blitz spell played against them and their opponent got to attack first and took out their card to win. So what I often like to do is play my cards with the highest attack in the lanes where I get to attack first, and then play cards that can tank in the lanes where my opponent will be attacking first. The order that you get to attack in also switches up after each round, after each 3 cards have played, so you have to remember in your head who is going to attack first and where to play your cards. You can also play cards that are weak but still have a strong attack in the lanes where you get to attack first and just try to, take out your opponent's card before they're able to react and attack you back. Or try to save them until you have a card advantage on the board. Say they only have 2 cards left and you have 3, and normally that 1 card would be paper thin, but because there's nothing in that one lane, it just gets to attack for free. If you're going to play paper thin cards, you need to be very careful about remembering who is attacking first in which lane. I really messed this up before with thin defense cards that I was using special attacks with, and then they just get taken out before I can use them because I forgot to put them in the right lane and they got attacked first. Some people I've gone up against have started to read this strategy recently. I've seen some people anticipating that I would put my highest attack card in the spot where I get to attack first, and then they place a card there to counter it. So if you get the feeling that your opponent is catching on to you, just mix it up and put one of your other high attack cards there instead that's of a different element. You never want to be too predictable in this game. You do, however, want to predict your opponent, so looking at their highest attack and most tankable cards in their hand, you can start to figure out where they might play them based on who gets to attack first. I know this is a lot of thinking to do during a match, but after a while, you get used to it. I still have a bad habit of forgetting whose turn it is to attack first and then misplaying my cards. This strategy has been working pretty well for me, so I hope it helps out anyone who wanted to do less guessing during a match. It's easier to guess the card element in the campaign, but usually a lot harder in PvP because people mostly bring mixed decks to the battle. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you found something useful.